Hello, everyone. Today is day 7, officially, of Algorithms of Swift. We made it to a full week. My name is Kevin Tarr. I'm an iOS engineer. And today we're going to be focusing for our algorithm on unique letters in a string. So we're going to create a function that detects unique letters in a string. So there's no duplicates. So this is an example of a good test case. This is not a good example because there's obvious duplicates. So we're gonna create a function. We're gonna get started right now. Okay, so today's Friday, so I'm gonna be very lenient and give you guys an easy problem to take with you for the weekend. Um, our problem states write a function that accepts a string as its only parameter and returns true if the string has only unique letters, taking letter case into account. So the string, no duplicates, should return true. Irony, no duplicates has no duplicates. Of course, the alphabet should return true. Capital A, lowercase a, capital B, lowercase b, capital C, lowercase c should return true because the challenge is case sensitive. So string recognizes strings and Swift. Swift recognizes characters, um, lowercase and uppercase characters to be different from each other. And of course, Hello World should return false because it has two L's and double O's. Okay. No James Bond. All right. So let's get to it. So basically, there's ways you could approach this. You could create a for loop, um, and basically, I'll show you a very easy way to do this. So you can create a for loop. There's an easy way and there's a very succinct one-liner that can just solve the entire problem. But I'm going to show you the for loop, the brute force way, and I'm going to show you the fancy, beautiful one-liner. Okay, so unique. Let's go string. Um, uh, create a var of used letters. So we're going to create an array of used letters. I'm going to create an empty array of used letters that accepts strings. Then we're going to for loop through the string for letter and string. And then we're just going to ask if used letters contains the letter. If a used letter does not contain the letter, we're just going to add the letter to used letters. And else return false. Okay, so if used letter does not contain, oh, sorry, string, gotta wrap this in a string. So basically, we're gonna go through the string um, and see if the array. I'm gonna ask the array every time if it contains a letter in if it contains a letter in the string. If it doesn't contain it, we're gonna add that letter to the array. Um, and if it does contain it, then we're gonna return false because if it contains it, that means that um, there's not a unique letter inside the array, inside inside the string. Or it's not all unique letters, just duplicates, obviously, because we shouldn't have any repeat letters. It should only be this should return this should be true every single time that used letters does not contain any strings. So when you add a letter inside of it, you check again. You shouldn't have like let's say we add A to our array. When we go to the loop again, we shouldn't find A. If we find A again, that means there's duplicates, okay? Because used letter contains it. So this is just tracking how many duplicates we have. So this is an easy way to solve it. We're going to return true at the end. If we get through this whole for loop, then we're just going to return true because that means that we didn't return false. We got through the whole for loop without getting any duplicates. That means we have unique letters. Okay, so unique, we can put no duplicates here, and that should automatically return true. True. Duh. Okay. We're going to do the alphabet. Let's do our test cases. Where this should return true. Corroborate. Yep, true. Okay. And then we're going to do A, B, B, C, C. That should return true. Okay, true. Yep. The hello world should obviously return false. False. Okay, cool. So this works. All right, so now for the fun stuff. So we're going to erase all this. I'm just going to give you a very fancy one-liner. So instead of going through all this for loop jibber jabber, we're going to use sets. Now, sets are one of my personal favorite collection types. So really, with this whole problem, we just stuff the entire string into a set. Sets work perfectly for this problem because sets remove all duplicates by default and it randomizes order. Randomizing order is not really necessary for this, but we don't really care about it because all we're trying to do is find unique letters. So what we could do is put everything into a set that removes all duplicates by nature, by default, and then ask if the original string count subtracted by the original string count of characters subtracted by the set amount of characters is equal. If it's equal, then we have true. We return true because that means that both the set and the string don't have any duplicates. If we return false, meaning the set has removed duplicates and it has less letters than the original string, that means the set did have to remove duplicates and the string is actually it has duplicates, so we should return false. Okay, so we can return that really quickly right here. Set no string dot count minus set string dot count. Set that count. Oh, sorry. Set string that count is equal to set string that count or set string that count. Okay. So this should return false, of course. But all of these should return true. The no duplicates should return true. Boom. 1 for 1. 2 for 2. Let's make it 3 for 3. Close off TGIF. Boom. Yep. So this is a succinct and very crisp one-liner that solves this entire problem. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have any other proposed, refined, and interesting solutions, please don't be afraid to share them. My name is Kevin Tar. Thanks again for watching. Please share with anybody that's going through a coding interview or is interviewing for a job. And I hope that this actually helps you if you're interviewing for a job as well. Thanks again. Bye.